Hey guys, I'm Heintje and it's time to hit some more bike parks. For this I went with a group of friends to the Harz in Germany. An area with multiple bike parks, we got to visit 4 of them during our stay. So this will be episode 1 of a Harz mini-series, starting with MSB X-trails in St. Andreasberg. Enjoy! Once you get to the starting pile of dirt, you can go 2 ways. One side is considered the easy and flowy side, the other one the steep and techy side. While the flow side is better to warm up on, the tech side is better to start the video with. Thanks to the magic of editing, I can do so. Don't worry, I'll show the easier trails later in the video. This side starts with some jumps, 3 tables that flow nice. Only somehow it took me quite some time to land the second one on both wheels at the same time. The distance wasn't an issue, only I wasn't sure about this, so I kept the bike flat and did not tilt it into the landing. This is a useful technique when you're gonna case, not so great when you clear the jump. Thankfully I didn't whoop out and eventually started landing how I'm supposed to. There's also a line with small jumps if these look too intimidating for you. On top of that, you can very easily session these jumps. Next on the lines is the drop section, 4 options, and I tried them all. The second one lands really smooth, the third one sets you up better to continue the lines. Whether you pick the wall ride to enter line 6 or the trail on the right of it called 4. Yeah, the naming of the trails isn't very original, something that will be a common theme in this series. For line 4, this one has a few tiny features, the main one being this rock drop. When looking at it from the lift, it looks easy, only it's a bit harder than it looks. First, the turn before is pretty slow. Second, the landing is pretty small. It's hard to place the bike on the sweet spot, like it's made for dirt jumpers, not for downhill rigs. The rest of the trail I rather not ride on a dirt jumper though. The rest is a bit tacky, with the option to ride around the hardest parts. And before you know it, you're already at the bottom. The lines on this side are short. As for number 6, that one is even shorter. This one is almost a straight line down, with one technical feature, drop or roll, depending on your line choice. I would like to use the rest of the line to ask you to subscribe, but I have to be quick about it. Please, if you like my content, hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Now at the bottom, these 2 lines merge and have probably the most interesting feature of the park, a set of gap jumps. By themselves they would not be much of a challenge, however the combination of them makes them interesting. Interesting enough that I had to check them out first. If I somehow fuck up the drop, I will have a big problem with the step down, something I rather prevent. First thing I checked was, is there enough room to stop between the jumps? There is. This gave me enough confidence to go for it, or at least the drop. The moment I landed the drop, I knew I was solid and went for the step down as well. Now back to the top for the other side. The first part is no fun, especially on a downhill bike. This part is just flat. I feel the lines would be even better if they didn't make any features here and just have a road. However, it's worth pedaling through the flat part. Here starts a very fun jump line. I don't know any other park with this many well-made jumps in a row. Jumps aren't too big to be a real challenge, but also not too small to be boring, at least for me. If you're new to bike park jumps, these might already be quite scary. From the halfway point it gets a bit steeper and more technical. This part is a fun combination of natural tech with man-made features. One benefit of the short runs here is that you can get a lot of runs in, giving the opportunity to really fine-tune your riding. The line ends with the weirdest jump ever. This one looks like a dirt jump, but it's actually a boner lock, made out of dirt. When you hit the curvature of the lip, you want to pop it, only then the lip goes on straight. It's hard to explain, but it feels really weird. Followed up by a tiny drop that you can stand deep, just because. On this side of the park there are some more trails, one being a North Shore line. It starts with a few wooden features, for which you lack the speed to truly enjoy them. Another option is a single trail line, or more like a cross-country line. This one might be fun for beginners on a trail bike, again, not that much fun on a downhiller. Before I show some more interesting lines, let me already give my verdict on the park. MSB X-trails is a great park for beginners. Trails go from very easy to slightly above medium. Due to the short lines, you can also get a lot of runs in to really practice and perfect your skills. Add to that a few sections that are very sessionable, and you have the perfect training ground for beginners. For me it was a bit underwhelming, don't get me wrong, I did have a fun day of riding. Basically I rode non-stop from 9:30 till 5 o'clock, only having a small break for lunch. All this time without getting bored. I could also use the repetition to perfect my skills, however I did miss a bit of a challenge. Also the downhill bike was way overkill for this park. Here I really wished I brought my hardtail for this trip. I'm sure I would have ridden everything this park has to offer on it, except maybe the two highest drops. Before I can end the video, I have two more lines to show you. First line number 5, a more enduro style trail. This one goes through the forest and is therefore a little less dusty. Of course, this might be a negative in a wet period. There's not much else to say about it, so let me use this time to properly ask you to subscribe to my channel. I'll be making videos on other parks in this region as well, Braunlage, Haneklee and Schulenburg. All these parks combined make for a fun mini vacation. If you want those videos as well, you guessed it. Subscribing is the way to go. I think this line is called enduro because of the gravel climb in it. After that little climb, the trail continues. This section starts steep and fun, only to get to the worst turn ever. No, not this one, the next one. It's completely flat and way too tight to be able to make it with any kind of flow. The best way is to plant your foot and lift your bike to get it facing the other way. Time for the last line. And I've saved the best for last, line number 7. This one started out very tricky, something not all of us were able to do. The thing is, in order for us to ride this line, we had to ignore this sign. Honestly, I don't know why it was closed. Everything was perfectly rideable. This one felt nice and fresh, probably because it was closed. It had the right combination of flow and chunk. One small disclaimer, I'm not encouraging you to ride closed off trails. No, this is always at your own risk. The trail might be closed for safety reasons. During this run I used a foot in this turn, something my friend calls me out for.
Ja.
And she was right. I was just lazy and wanted to take a shortcut. Now for the irony. After the trail merged with line 5, I got around a terrible turn, only to see she had a little more on the ground than just one foot.
Wat is dat nou?
Die was nog niet eens gevallen, die was gewoon uitglijden.
Ja.
Anyway, that's all this park has to offer. I'm gonna thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you back for my next video. And you know what to do in the meantime. That's right. Have fun riding. Houdoe.
Godsamme, waarom zit hier toch? Levensgevaarlijk.